The history of Assamese literature goes back to 6th or 7th century Charyapada, but there has been huge tradition of fighting abilities of the people, the warrior-like qualities of that area, and you'll be surprised that might of Mughal Empire was stalled only in Assam. Mughals could conquer the rest of the part of the subcontinent, but in Assam they were really stopped, and they also acknowledged that how warrior and how fierce bravery people of Assam possessed. So their abilities, their determination is something which is very well known. But besides these qualities, there's another two traditions, and those traditions are of literature. The contribution of Acharya Shankardeva and Acharya Madhavdeva is very well known. But you may be a bit surprised to know that much before Shakespeare started writing his plays were written in Assam. Some of the Indian plays, which could be staged, Ankya and Jumura, if I'm right, these were written much before Shakespeare in Assam. And here we are to celebrate some of the literary traditions, some dance traditions, and some writers are also here. So we can always invoke to these writers that through your literature, through your pen, once again you can inspire people of Assam and people of India. We have multiple identities in various forms of states and regions, but all our identities in India, we are harmoniously coexisting and contributing to each other. And Assam has been a kind of beacon, a light which could inspire everyone, both in the field of economy and literature. The songs of Bhupen Hazarika are equally popular, not only in Assam, maybe more popular in the rest of the country. So this event marks a unique one, displaying the beautiful aspect of Assamese culture and its connection with the rest of the culture in the country. So I once again welcome all of you and thank Rini ji for organizing this wonderful event. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dikendra ji, and thank you very much. And we are really proud to have you with us today. Now I would like to call Mr. Amit Rai. I'm sure you all know Amit, who was born in Assam, and his heart is always with us, and he is always asking me, Rini, are you organizing anything from Assam? I don't want to say anything. I would like you to hear from Amit what he has to say for us today. I'd like to call Amit Rai now to conduct today's seminar, please. Please, Amit.
Thank you very much. Actually, Rini is the best ambassador for Assam in this country, and she's always trying to do programs for Assam, and it's good that Assam is going places. As a journalist, you have to travel a bit, and it doesn't matter where I go, you fill in one of those forms, and you have to put in sex, male, yes. But place of birth, I always have to put in Gwalpara, which was a tiny village, Assam, and I do have a very soft corner for Assam, not least because I used to hear stories about Assam from my mum, who was born there. We have a lot to get through, so I will try and get through as quickly as I can. We've got a lovely book on Assam that's being published, but I'd like to pull up main speakers here today. Nabi, you would like this? Christopher Young, who's a distinguished archaeologist, and he's worked for the World Heritage Sites and for English Heritage. And there are lots of things in Assam that are being preserved and which need a bit more attention. And Lord Lumbaigal is on his way. So, and I would also like to introduce the star of the show, that's Minal, who has written this book on Assam. Minal?
Bhuban Barua, our senior citizen from Assamese community, who is he served his time in BBC in 1976 till 1980, and we are glad that he is here with us. We'd like to call Mr. Bhuban Barua to light the candle, please.
Okay. The one thing I can say about Assam, those of you who have been lucky to go to Assam, that you can go now from Delhi, you can go from Calcutta, as you fly over. If you take a train, it winds its way and it takes quite a long time. And it's now one of the done things in India for groups of schoolgirls mainly to be taken by their teachers for doing geography to go to Assam and go especially to Cherrapunji, which had a record as the place with the heaviest rainfall in the world, so about 400 inches a year. And tea particularly needs very heavy rainfall, but it mustn't collect, it must run down, whereas paddy needs heavy rain, but it must collect. But as you go over Assam, one of the most beautiful things is to see the green of the trees, many shades of green. So those of you who are watercolor artists, that's quite a dream place for you. So we're going to have very short speeches by Lord Delacroix, and then Dr. Christopher Young, and Dr. Lord Nehru, if he's here. Then Mrinal Talukdar will say a few words about his book. And then we'd like to have as much time as possible for a few questions, or as many questions as possible. And then at the evening, with Ranjit Gomez runs through. So, Dr. Rati.
Dainik Kati, my friend Amit Roy, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. The first thing that happened when I entered this particular room was that I was downstairs and looking at the most wonderful exhibition. And almost everything that it depicted had something to do with tea. And the paintings were so beautiful and so charming. And I said to myself, it must be a coincidence. So here I am coming, talking about a country, a part of a country, in which tea has played such a prominent role. The second thing that happened to me the moment I sat down, Amit, whom I've known for I think about 30, 40 years, I don't want to give his age away, said to me, how long would you like to speak? I looked at myself and I said, you know, Amit has been a prominent, renowned journalist, and you should have known that you never ask a politician how long is he going to speak. And the other thing you never ask him is about his expenses. But sincerely,